What is neurofeedback, and what does it have to do with taking the SAT, the ACT, or any other standardized test? Let me talk about neurofeedback here a moment today. My name is Darryl Hold of affordable-tutor.com, and you can reach me at tutorpro88@gmail.com. Neurofeedback is a science where you visit a neurofeedback practitioner and you really optimize how your brain connections, your neurons work. It's very helpful in many things, and I encourage you to go ahead and check that out. I do know of a fine practitioner here locally that if you contact me, I would be happy to give you his name. So what does neurofeedback have to do with ACT and SAT and tests in general? How can it really help you raise your score? Can it really help you raise your score? Yes, it can. Here's how. Generally, a untrained brain, the communication between the neurons is not really optimized. And what neurofeedback allows you to do is to optimize the best brain waves for the best situation. And let's go ahead and take a look at what this means. If you've done any study in the brain waves, such as alpha is typically associated with a calm state of being, beta with an active, delta with sleeping. And these are really gross oversimplifications. But that's where learning all starts, building upon the fundamentals. Now, what neurofeedback helps you do is correct where the brain communication is not optimized. It enhances brain flexibility, not just for things like multitasking, but for really incorporating learning to a higher level. So for instance, if part of the brain is supposed to be dominant with alpha and it's dominant with beta, that can induce a state of anxiety. And obviously, test anxiety can be very detrimental in terms of how you score on tests. Now, as you train your brain with neurofeedback, the remarkable thing about it is the brain learns where the best brain wave is for that part of the brain and for the situation. It has been used extensively with ADD and many other remarkable conditions. So therefore, if you think about it, if a person gets trained in neurofeedback and gets their neurons optimized, not just the neurons, but the communication with them, that they have the right alpha in the right part of the brain, remarkable things can happen. That sense of clarity and calm, having calmness combined with alertness seems very elusive for many students, especially as they're going to encounter whether it's tests, whether it's classroom tests, ACT or SAT. But the fact of the matter is that there is actually software where a person can do some of this themselves once they've been trained by a practitioner. Many people prefer to go to a practitioner who helps them, learn how to use neurofeedback. Overall, there's many remarkable experiences that people have had outside of the academics, but I really want to focus on that here. Just imagine if you were able to stay calm yet alert in the course of a test. And if some of that had to do with spending 30 minutes doing neurofeedback prior to the test or training your brain that way, just think about results there could be on that. I encourage you to do your due diligence. If you have any questions on this, I do know of a neurofeedback practitioner that if he's not able to help you out personally, can probably refer you on to where you need to go. Again, just a different thought for getting the most that you can, getting the best preparation you can before you go into a lengthy exam such as ACT, SAT, a licensing exam for adults. These are all things to consider. This is just an outside-the-box thought for it. My name is Darryl Hold of affordable-tutor.com, tutorpro88@gmail.com. Have a wonderful rest of the day.